initiating this town, I were through the stench of Sodom and Gomorrah and them grand whore. Do you know what it means to being a bruja curandera? Bernardo Estemateas and its brother. Happens to him that all because of he doesn't makes inner healing and is a revenger sensed for making and seeking revenge. So all that happens to him, and because of his feel of sin, and we knew this, he doesn't comes to no church and he doesn't attaches to no authority of God. I'm gonna tell you one thing at this day. This class hell. This class of an is a certain fact. This class of academic abominations are really done by. This class of witches with evangelics title saying authority, hocus pocus, I move the power where God is, power moves, while they should say where God is not what you do, but what God himself is in presence, that you all the time were away. You don't want God. You want the empire of Amansa, Amatuk. You are the 10 disgusting gargoyles of Egypt and Sodom and Gomorrah. You're not evangelics. A lot of people suffers, a lot of people goes through because of he doesn't help the one are being under rape. You produce the destruction upon my person, and you produce the whole I suffer for the reason why every time I try to take someone away, starts to screaming all around, call milicas and call gendarmeria because of he is ripping away the ones we got to fuck. And you were saying that they didn't know what they were doing, that they got to regretting, that God were mercy for the souls, and the Lord wanted to save them. I don't see salvation in anything you do at all. I don't see the Lord in nothing you say at all. I don't think nothing on truth you say about me never happened. You will say no truth at all. And you will say any as truth. This will refer about my person cucarachas. And your cucaracha gomorrita, troll enferma, Policía Federal Argentina Metropolitana, telling that she gotta come to arrest me. Saying that I stolen the photo I made on myself yesterday, that it were public in the whole of the world, like the whole before, and saying that I forged what I already have been working for. Saying that them faces are on the photos and it's impossible. This one to have the skill because of Lord taking everything away. Lord never take nothing away from me. Lord created me for I to be His ever after, and not your Christ, the real God. Pieces of scum of Angratilo Samatu. You are Sodom and Gomorrah, with the burden of victims. Pedazos de mierda. At the reality of the soul, blevechlach tiach shalak machalan bag tevek, in rechlak she kabachla mesheni imitzivi, rechlo atzabelka chedishia klachtach ma'an sefa, irechli shechenemada matzevak. And to be honest, I'm sick of you all. 13 years and a lifetime suffering your delirious, degenerate abominations fevers, considering you yourselves as judges, prophets, and revelators of I don't know what kind of a hell God, which ain't no God at all. For the real fact and at the reality of the soul, I'm sick of you all. And I'm really sick of you. 13 years, day and night, playing the defensors of the ones that got to regret. Christina Kirchner, Nestor Kirchner, officialism, and armed forces, and everyone is a katam paklach tachelish katach maki, shadim mathut, or legions, just like you. And threatening and destroying my Rabbi, my people, for you to have power. for you to do the shit you serve, Sodom y Gomorrah, and the whore, Jezebel. I don't spend nights having sex, and I don't do what the perra sucia, degenerada, psicópata, diabla princess. Never happened and won't. I am nothing like the perrada sucia United Evangelic says I to be, and I won't be, and they are not going to be me, neither you, United Evangelics. Elia is the name of El Adon, and you are shit. And there is nothing like the fart of your brains that the holies of the heaven brought from heaven for his own purpose and his commanding, not yours, to be about. Eli and Moshe are nothing like you to determinate, you to define, and you to hocus pocus the libris demons determinate Karabi. Never happen. Adonai doesn't let you to take, you to determinate, you to choose, you to decide, unless at the goddamn the generations you got at the fitting hell with the heaven population in earth. Basuras degeneratic baklak. You don't like it? Basuras degeneratic baklakt. And the terms of your life are the terms of ever in God. The definition of you is exactly what I said, with the pardon of victims. Betfleche deskia glacha shlake fachlachim, betle bechuat teleshket chanim, betle vishket chalachalik. Then comes bruja divina degenerada Sodoma y Gomorra expertas para sostener el diablo degenerado Cristina Kirchner y todo su imperio de prostitutas, de perras sucias gomorritas y de toda degeneración pedofílica, como Aníbal Fernández y Adrián Tulam, which will be now the name of the 8th forgery on IT in President's Argentina, managing that I do not run, I do not reach out a thing, and I do not have escape and away from here, with the experta Sodom y Gomorra, which are squatters like them, of whole as they think our government. We're told to go away from the buildings, Policía Federal Argentina, and you started murdering. You are not government. You are not arresting. You are not officers. You are not authority. You are criminals and psychopaths and dangerous shit. And you gotta leave. And you started murdering people saying it's gonna be what we say. You are abominable, dangerous criminals, psychopaths, and you got to die. And forever, the same the whole armed forces Argentina and UNASUR. You are dangerous, hell, fever freaks. The same you, Zafarona, degeneradito delirante, perra sucia pedófila. And you are gonna die in the hell, sustained by this shit all, the same the Kirchners and whole officialism, to remain in the market of the shit you serve. Hell. Belflechti gadachal chamatz, Belflechti gadachal chamatz, bletzubash vachalachanim, remotlechedeshkel chaleshe chamachnim, and you Gomorra sucia degenerada, perra de la Kirchner. We only attach to the commands of the president, and he thinks it's gonna be me. The photos, we're taking them, and he's telling them, don't you see? Enfermedad degenerada asesina, maricas y perras prostitutas, lesbos. Y no estoy hablando de lesbianas, hablo de Gomorra. Y las lesbianas no son lesbianas, sino la destrucción que ustedes, putas de Gomorra, hacen. I'm sorry the terms, and no, I didn't do Pesach yet. But even these words are really justified and are the right preeminence of the right qualifying and definition of everyone, just like I say, as the level they are. Velchlekish kabatrelechi matlachevelaatu achaleshme ansavachen. Rechalabowachlachtivish kadachlachanen. Me las saca, no me voy a escapar, no se pueden escapar, se las hacemos a todos. You murdered 6,104,208 more persons in Brazil, Bolivia, Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Argentina, Peru, Colombia, Venezuela, and Mexico, and Ecuador. For you to say, you too to me, here, and I won't run. Cristina Kirchner, fuiste, sos y serás una degenerada mierda. Y toda tu prostitutada degenerada civil con vos. Porque no hablan todavía con la madre y no dicen nada de la madre. Y la madre todavía no se entera y no le dicen absolutamente nada. Y todavía sigue haciendo lo mismo y nos roba y roba todo lo que tenemos. Deliraste que sos yo, con toda tu puta enferma civil. Y ocupas Fuerzas Armadas. Y ocupas presidencia y ocupas tribunales como la perra zafarona. Y te atreves a venir a decir que tengo que estar completamente medicado, que soy insidioso, criminal y degenerado, a la vaginitis de tu delirio y de tu enfermedad mental. Zorra degenerada, todavía te atreves. Fuiste, sos y serás, diabla. Fuiste, sos y serás, genocida, homicida, criminal, psicópata, degenerada, ladrona, falsificadora. Todo rango criminal organizás y todo rango criminal te sostiene. Sos el imperio Baen Ankesu. Siempre fuiste igual. Y así morís. Velchalaki bachalach shmokalak, rebot lechavas vechalachinim. Bedlebuatzak lechidishka antzechalak, rechanim. And it's exactly what I gave that Adonai made me see through dreams. The horses at the ground and not the justice of heaven. Raided by Sodoma y Gomorrah. In two paths, turning in one circle in one place, watching all over and boner inseminating to the streets, while from Ataklehi underground, water coming to up and getting wet the whole of the places, and a profaning clothing at the bottom where the supposed government shall be found. For the whole of the raped, murdered, and destroyed, for the ones that came from heaven, which one is me? With the help of the degeneration, because of doesn't attaches and resisteth the authority of the Lord, and we know. And Guillermo Pren, I never had AIDS, and your witchcraft and manipulations is disgusting. I won't ever have AIDS, because of that's what you also seek, my immunology and my perfection, that Adonai created I to be, and birthed me like. So at the reality of this, I never neither were having sex with everybody except what you were supporting at the reality for a long time on the extortions for I to be a klutz of Sodom and Gomorrah, like still you do, which you can say if I had or not sex. What were happening or not is something between my God and I and my precious, not a love ever, that I'm so sorry for the damages and destruction in Israel, Sion, and I'm serious. And I'm telling you one thing, Guillermo Trollo Diablo degenerado cucaracha brain, con todo tu cucaracha prostíbulo. The reality of you get offensed and you are anointed is the delirious of any demon, like you have embracing every day with your prostíbulo. The reality of you to be of God is the delirious of every degenerate Katlahi that pretends God himself to be a demon. For your conceited of God, Lucifer, and Etrasel, the breed. to be what never is gonna be and won't ever happen. And what you say God gave in you for you to possess and you to have, saying because of you were offensed and touched, saying God will endorse the anointed and the authority no matter what they do, is the delirious and sickness of you and the class of you and the shit of you that you die forever, like because of Adonai doesn't endorses the reason why Saul at the time were destroyed and Brazil at the time were destroyed the same Balaam. And Adonai doesn't endorses any shit like you, and neither you, unless you. So, pedazo de diabla perra degenerada, away from my way and your brothel, and stop now before I make you caquita de demonios de Sodoma y Gomorra, donde vas para siempre, today. ¿Qué sos? Caquita y los parásitos nadando en la mierda de Sodoma y Gomorra de Cristina Kirchner. Y así morís. Guillermo Horacio Brain. Y tu prostíbulo. Beflecht halekish kodachlacha plachanikim halashechlachimini. Revochalakish boatzachalcham. And the whole forgery and the supposed all night doing what we know. And the camera right beside me watching me sleeping. Beflecht votuach halakish motachalaimichi vaklafoachatas glatsichinim. NCH Argentina. I am friend of the president. Don't you dare to touch me because if I have been doing what I had to do for the Patriot. Entró las Gomorra. Es por la patria, porque no le gusta esto, porque no hace lo que nosotros decimos, porque no obedece y no la come. Ya se los comemos a todos, ahora vamos a seguir con él. Atrofiadas, malditas, enfermas, degeneradas, arrastradas, diablas, prostitutas, Gomorra, Policía Federal Argentina y su maldita Fuerza Armada. Hay cada maldita degenerada y todas son creídas de gobierno. Ocupas. Te voy a hacer comer muerte de toda la eternidad. Policía Federal Argentina, Gendarmería Nacional y toda tu maldita lacra Kirchner y a todos tus evangelistas unidos. Te voy a hacer comer muerte de toda la eternidad y te voy a hacer comer muerte propia y te voy a hacer consumirte en la muerte eterna y te voy a hacer consumirte en toda abominable mierda que sos por los siglos y no te vas a librar. Y a todo tu número y a todo tu siervo y a toda tu perra Sodoma y Gomorra. Y vas a desear no haber existido ni en Yin y Shakefel por la eternidad. Y a tu perra Jezabel, Cristina Kirchner, y a tu perra oficialista por los siglos. Vas a desear no haber tenido que nombrarme, ni haber dicho una sola cosa de nada ni de nadie, ni haber tomado tu maldita degenerada carne para poner la mierda que sos en nada que existimos por la eternidad. Shalom. Beflet get halak, beflet memplagel, remal am beflag angelim. Y vos, Zafaroni, haciendo órdenes al resto. Para Amia, diciéndole así de se investigó. Y haciendo órdenes de secuestro, en realidad. E internaciones que no son internaciones para el pueblo judío que vio y conoció quiénes ustedes son y quién vos, trolo, degenerado, pedófilo sos. Y haciendo órdenes de arresto diciendo crimen organizado, los expertos saben lo que hacen, primero los suyos, porque corremos riesgo, nos pueden matar a todos, para coger y matar, por la patria, puto pedófilo. Y después me arrestarías a mí, armando todo con tus putas civiles, que sepan y que vean que nosotros somos gobierno y somos serios, con la puta que te representa. Maldito degenerado engendro, y estos términos te los metes en tu maldito recto, marica sodomita. Si te ofende, tenés una sola realidad. Y es una sola realidad la que te doy. Lo que decís que te ofende es la verdad. Y lo que decís que es un insulto es la realidad. Y lo que decís que es la realidad es tu enfermedad. Creído de verdadero y creído de comandante, gobernador. Como toda la mierda Kirchner, como toda la mierda federal y como toda la putada degenerada de la que te servís en los negocios, que inclusive te atreviste a amenazar al secretario de Estado de los Estados Unidos porque te arrancaron los 7 prostíbulos pedófilos de Maine, Delaware, New York y Miami, y al que estaba en París. Y te atreves a decir que miento, que deliro, y te atreves a decir porque lo dijo tiene que ser de él. Tu ley, pedazo de puto pedófilo, como tu puta degenerada federal, que son igual. Estás muerto, y es justicia. Por los siglos, como toda tu puta Sodoma y Gomorra con la que vivís y de la que haces negocio, degeneradito hijo de mil puta. Forgive me the words this morning, please, Israel Sion. Just as bad as your honors. Forgive me the words, people, as victims, as innocents, and I'm sorry. This is January 3, 2015. This is 9:30, Buenos Aires. I sat at the whole night uploading, and I had the whole photo yesterday pictured with my Android on the, oh, he thinks he's a photographer, tarrasca, trolazos degenerados, and other telling, oh, I were with my professional camera stolen to me and stolen to others, taking pictures all around, and whenever I just saw the reality that I were making pictures on, and whenever praying, and you just put it, his mind and his spirit on me, this is the pictures I just taken. Putasca, siempre puta de generación, y abominables como siempre. Putas del infierno. And all that thanks are mental health, authority, and government. Putas del infierno. And I'm sorry again the word. And in the middle of the reality, to keep on, he is not allowed to do a thing, not anymore. He cannot do nothing. We never allowed here a picture. He the right. He to remove the SIM of its cell phone, which is ours, for whatever he to do. We don't allow him. We are not allowing he to communicate with ICC, with Israel government, with nobody to send nothing, to make no codes, to make nothing. We are doing that all. We are not allowing. And of course, everything we do, he the liars thinks he does. We make mind control to it for he to do, and we show that we are and not him. But he makes mind control and robs everything that we know we are doing and thinking. But his spirit is ours, and Brain and Luciano Troviano gave it to us, so we possess. We have rights to possessing. But he takes away our spirit that we own. And he makes mind control and guesses all we do, because if we take its spirit, we never allowed him. Expertos. Abominable puta degenerada mierda, Sodoma y Gomorra, y Kirchners, y Evangelistas Unidos. El Señor dijo, esta puta degeneración te dio el Señor para salvar, destruyéndome y enfermándome, diciendo mi espíritu y mi vida en ellos. Eso es lo que Dios te dijo, Evangelista Unido. Eso es lo que Dios dio. Con tu maldición y brujería profanativa permanente, hasta tener mi cuerpo y decir que vayan a ser Dios. Eso es lo que Dios te dio. Y lo que Dios dijo que vos podías dar y hacer. Y lo que Dios dijo que se tenía que hacer. Esto. Vamos a cogerlos y a matarlos a todos. Con su espíritu lo vemos todos, sabemos cómo coger, cómo ponerle, cómo meter todo. Eso es lo que Dios te dio. Eso es lo que Dios te dijo que tenías que dar y decir. BLYTT خلق مشخل أما خلقي مفخ لخد رخل بخلق شو خلق مبلخن كيسكيات على الشخينين قبل بوتسو خلقي خبلاش رموبل فخل خلقي مشكنا خلق ما أفخلق رخل الشخل أنسخل بي شلين إن قبل فخل أبتبك دخل الشخنين إن خلخما رخلا خطش لك خلان Rebotlo Hadeshkat Khali Meshechel. Porque nosotros mandamos, tiene que ser lo que nosotros decimos. And all of the government of Israel and US can be interned because of they has schizophrenic induction. Mami. And also ICC gotta die because of helped a criminal against a state. And genocided the state and kills our officers. First each organized crime and also the Martians that you called Malach. After me, for you to become God. The expertise knows what they do, and you have a future of divinity of demons about my person, Zafarona, tribunales, trolos regenerados, Kirchners, y trolas baratas, Kirchners. Basura enferma, degenerada, repodrida. And you went to murdering people saying that it's what you command. You are not gonna be off of the buildings of armed forces and government. You are the patriot. You are the Argentina. And you are the world, and you are Israel, and you are the US, and you are the God, and you are the Lianelia. You are the whole of the world, and celebrities, you are everything. You are singers on the whole of the fame and the whole of the gold around the world, and you are everything. Like precious in humanity, and nothing is off of you. Diablos degenerados. And the phony has orders, and you're going to arrest me. Puta y puto, queridos expertos de seguridad nacional y gobierno. But you come for mine, for we gotta fuck them, and we gotta kill them. And you gotta kidnap Cadalbás, and Ofrahasa, and Julio Doniero, and Gilberto da Silva, and Matt Damon, and Mr. President, and your runners, ICC. And you gotta be enferma puta mierda Argentina with the burden of reported and victims. And I am not getting with this. I'm not using nobody. I'm trying to do something and cut them son of a damn bitch. Get your goddamn tongue of manipulative shit diva, Moku, Diablo enferma, in your goddamn ass. So read the words Israel Sion again. HTTPS www. Arnan Kalmans, the case in ICC. BRMC middle cis middle Kiman KIMMAN 11.nt HTTPS www RDDOD middle Soak Valker middle The Hague case bañados with UV not B en la enfermedad de Sodoma y Gomorra podridos degenerados Kirchners enfermedad degenerada retorcida, Evangelistas Unidos, perrada sucia federal, mierda Argentina, UNASUR. Los años de la pudrición, la enfermedad de la humanidad, la pudrición de toda la eternidad. Middle Sips, Middle Ahit. AHUITT 111.int. All in F6. The last bleed, I say, Senor, the last skin cleaner my side. Orange in. This is 938 Buenos Aires, so this January 30, 2015. Alejandro Mario Blanco forging the reality I say.